Here we go again. This is a rear caliper. You can see how deep it is, and also the brake pads are full length brake pads. Unlike the front ones, you can see this is not as deep, and you can see the pads are very small. Other thing is where the bleed valve and where the brake line goes. The front ones have both on top. The rear one has the brake line and the bleeder on the side. And what I've been doing, because I cannot get this specific rear caliper, everybody says it's the same as the front. You can obviously see that unless this was changed at some point, which I don't think it was, then these are completely different calipers. And I've been trying different calipers. I did try using a front one, but the front one is not deep enough, so you can't even get it to go, the brake pads to go on the disc. You can see this one sits a little deeper. This plate right here actually doesn't go to this front caliper. This plate actually goes on here. It's from when I was trying to use a front one on the back. But whether I could have gotten this to work or not, the issue is right in here. It's not set out far enough to actually put the brake pads on the disc, so I would have to make some more modifications. The other thing I've been doing is trying random calipers from different Jeeps or ATVs or whatever. So this one right here is a Matty, or it's from Matty, I'm not sure what the name is. But this one right here is very, very comparable. Brake pads, where the bleeder is, where the brake line goes. The only thing is on this one, I'm not sure why, but these have like a spring clip, and this came with nothing in here. And even the pictures that are on the internet, it doesn't even show anything in there. I'm not sure why. It just seems like without something in there that if the brake pads are off, they'll catch at an angle and not work properly. So I may need to take these off of here and put them on here. I think they will go on. So I'm going to be giving this one a try. It does look very, very similar. I mean, there's some changes, there's some differences, but it looks like it's pretty similar. There's something else I was going to say. Well, you can see on the front calipers, there are actual coiled springs, unlike these clip springs here. Probably going to be difficult to hear because of the fan noise in the background, but it's pretty hot in here, so I gotta have the fan going. I've got the new caliper in here, and it sits differently than the other one. And so there's this L bracket, and then there's this bracket here that's on the suspension bar, and you can see the other one was up like this. And if I put this one like that, half the brake pads aren't going to touch the disc. So what I need to do is put a spacer in there so I can get the brake pads. I'll have to put a spacer in there to get the brake pads to come down, because you can also see the wear from the previous brake pads, and those brake pads were they were overhanging and they weren't getting the whole disc. So I'll cut some more metal, drill some holes in it, and put it on here to get these brake pads to come down. I also have to push it back. If I put it up here, then the brake pads are going to sit too high. If I put it about right there with some spacers, well, I actually have to put it back and then put some spacers in, and it should fit properly. What I did is I took some 2-inch wide flat steel that's 1/8 of an inch thick. I made 2 pieces the same size as the bracket, and also drilled the holes in the same place on this bracket. Ignore the bottom holes. It's these 2 up here, and so this will go on here. All in all, it'll be 3/8 of an inch up, which would bring it down further on the brake disc. There it is. It's on. and I've got the brakes bled, and it does hold the disc. But the real question is, what is it going to do once I get the tire on and get it out on the road and test it? Because I can get this to basically lock up every time through bleeding it, but as soon as I get it on the ground and start drive, brakes just go away. But we'll see what happens. So that is a rear brake caliper, but actually that caliper is for an Arctic Cat, and for the Arctic Cat it says it can go on the left front or left right rear of an Arctic Cat. Right now this works on here. Put the tire on, take it out for a test drive, see what happens.